Um, hey everyone, it's your Uncle Dave. I've got myself a bit of a situation today. I apologize for the situation with the room and stuff. You guys know me. I'm a bit of a shopaholic, and I have gone a little bit overboard, I think, with the General Mills 25th anniversary Pokemon cereal promotion. So I'm in a little bit of a bind, and I'm going to need you guys to just bear with me today because we're going to do kind of a special, we're going to have kind of a give and take. And don't we do that? Isn't that what family does? Gosh, I hope so. So we're going to I'm going to show you the rarest, the most rare, the most scarce American English language set ever produced. Kind of impressive. But I have to do my business while I'm showing it. And so for that, I'm going to apologize in advance. I am required to eat cereal. That's all I've got to say. As you look around, you're going to understand why. I'll move out of the picture, and you can even see it's not a yeah. So I'm required to eat cereal, and I'm going to have to be doing that. So just bear with me. For those of you that are haters because of the lack of supply of Pokemon stuff these days, I hear you. I understand. Here's what I want you to know before you criticize and critique. These cereals are still on store shelves. Safeway, Walmart, Lucky's, Rayleigh's, wherever your store is in the east part of the country that I don't even understand the name. So don't worry about it. That's all I want to say. There's plenty to go around. It's just a matter of, did you find it on sale? Did you not find it on sale? What is it? Whatever. So let's get started. Let me hit a different camera button here and see if this works. I got to bring my mouse over here. It'll be a little chaotic today, and that's all good. That's all a good thing. We want to be chaotic because that's what we do. Let's move this over here. Yeah, unfortunately, that's bowl number one. So, okay, let me get this rolling here, and we'll get moving. When we talk about the, what do I want to tell you first of all? I want to tell you about the cereal sets because I think I should tell you about the cereal sets. Number one, I don't build my own set. Okay, I don't build my own set of cereal. So can you guys do me a favor? Whoever builds a set, Uncle Dave, you don't build a set. You got all these cereal boxes. You're not going to build a set. No, I don't open packs. You know that. So do me a favor. Send me, text me, Instamatch me, whatever you got to do. And let me know if you can help me build a set. Can you get me a set? Can I buy a set from one of you guys? I'd love to do that. I need it for my collection, okay? Let's get some of this in real quick. So, okay.
You better be eating your cereal.
Okay. I hear you. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. Like I said, things get a little crazy around here. Let me get started. Let me just pour another bowl real quick because I don't want to. I got to get some in here, and then I'll start showing you the set right now. I know that's really the most important thing. Keep things rolling here. Okay. So, courtesy. Well, I won't tell you who did it first, but here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you card by card. Put this over here for a second. We'll come back to it. Of the most rare American English language set ever made. Here's card one. I'll put it in focus for you. This is called the Tropical Mega Battle Tropical VS Mega Battle set from 2001 and 2002. I'm going to show you the cards. I'm going to give you the history of the set, and hopefully you'll find it very interesting. Number one, the first Tropical Mega Battle was held possibly in 1999 or 2000. Those were the first 2 years, but there were no cards handed out. And in none of these Tropical Mega Battles were there any type of championship cards, okay? But the participants were given in 2001 and 2, not 99 and 2000. They were given these 30-card decks, of which I'm going to show you all the unique cards from the deck today. And you can see the VS symbol at the bottom. There's no copyright date on the cards. This is one of the various energy types. Most of the decks had two. I guess there was only two decks, but they both had really two of every energy card, except for one had three of one, okay? So we'll go through and look at this. I'm going in no particular order, but I'm trying to save the suspense for last. So I'm going to show you the most basic cards first, and you can see those. Okay, so third of these tournaments that was happening, they handed out the VS Mega Battle decks to the participants, and there was 30 cards in each deck. This is what the front looks like, by the way. These are the backs. They are Japanese backs, okay? In each of these 2 years, 24 players were invited from around the world. 24 players, 12 from Japan and 12 total from the US and European regions. Okay, so let's say, do I want to say that? That's not right. I'm going to say it again. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to correct myself. I want to make sure I get it right for you. 24 players invited from around the world. 12 were from Europe, and 12 were from Japan. No. Uncle Dave, why don't you know anything? I don't know why I don't know anything. I wonder myself at times. So I'm going to do it again. 12 are from Japan. Can we just say that and leave it at that? And maybe there were some from Europe and there were some for the United States, okay? The other totaled out to be 12, okay? That's what I'm going to say. And there were countries like Germany and Italy and the UK, etc. All right, that makes more sense. So the top 3 status people, champions in the world rankings in the U.S. were invited. 1 from each division, the juniors, the seniors, and the masters. This tournament was open to all ages, and you had to play each other no matter what the ages were. So 3 of the decks were made in the English language, 12 in Japanese, 3 of the decks in English, and some others were in English because there were other countries that they were printed in for English. For example, the UK was in English, and the deck there was a Dutch player that was in English. So there are said to be either 5 or 6 of these decks in existence from each of those years, based on the fact that, maybe Italy was made in Italian and France was made in French, and those kinds of things. Those other decks were in a different language based on where the participant was from. Okay, so, and then the European folks were basically the 16 and under kind of top status folks in the world at that point. And they were invited from the rest of the world. But here we talk about English cards, so we'll focus on that. All 24 players competed against each other. And in the first 3 rounds, they used the VS Tropical Mega Battle decks they were given, of which I'm showing you right now. After that, whoever was left, when you go into the top 8 competition, they basically were competing with pre-constructed decks, where just like today, you have to go in. It was a 60-card deck, and you had to show the organizers your deck list and do all the stuff that we do today. When people won in this tournament, they won plaques and kind of plaques that are looking like trophies, but they did not win cards. I want to tell you again, the first cards for these championships were in 2004, which I showed you in my last video. And that was the video I did for Ando of Unlisted Leaf. He was kind enough to feature me on his channel. If you haven't seen it or seen it on my own channel, please take a look. It's all of the trophy cards ever distributed in the world from 2004 to 2019. And thanks to him, I actually got over 2,000 YouTube subscribers for Uncle Dave, who's barely doing the workout here because he's so busy with life. So that was very kind of the folks that have hung with me and subscribed as well. I'm moving to some of the trainers here in the cards now. We said again, I'm going to talk about the numbers. So in the 2001 year, we know of 5 English language decks. It is possible that there's a 6th from one of the countries that might have had it printed that way, but all we really know of is 5. And in 2002, they reprinted the same deck. So it's thought that in 2002, the numbers would be very similar, that there would be 5 or 6 possible of the English decks that could be produced. Another trainer card. Again, I'm showing you basically every card, just not all of the energies. And the backs all look like this Japanese card. I have to take a break. My milk's going to get, I'm sorry, but my milk is going to get, this is what I'm having. I'm doing Cinnamon Toast Crunch now. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What you do with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, by the way, guys, is you make, I choked on my own shit. You make cookies with it, okay? This is all we, at night, Uncle Dave's mine. I have a paramedic standing by next to me just in case. I don't want to take your time. Okay, I got another bowl of cereal down, just so you know. Thank you. It's unbelievable. Yeah. These are the cookies you make. You can make these delicious cookies right from Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They're unbelievable. You put some chocolate or white drizzle on it. Anybody that wants a recipe, I'll get them for you. My son's girlfriend is a fantastic baker. They're absolutely delicious. Don't make them crunchy. Make the soft version. The crunchy version, you don't like the taste of those crunchies, okay? So you do that, okay? All right, I'm just got to keep it moving, but let's keep going here. This is my next one. I'm having some Cocoa Puffs here in just a minute. Okay, so we're getting too long. Let me go faster. Here we go. Here are the potions. Another trainer cards for the deck. VS, Tropical Mega Battle, Energy Arc, I like to get it in focus for a little bit. I've got the light. I got to cut. What light can I cut here? Assistant producer, might you know, they can see it fine. It's good. We don't need to do anything. Okay. Will's Giraffe Rig. You can see at the bottom, it's got these little kind of, hopefully you can see down here, the two little kind of smiling faces at the right, the illustrator at the bottom, weakness, resistance, retreat cost, and the VS. Really, some really cute art. Some very basic, of course, since the beginning. Whitney's Ferret. Price's Cloister. I'm sorry, I'm going to get to another piece of paper because I want to give you the history of where the decks are today. I thought I was going to do this 10 minutes, and I'm sorry, but obviously I got distracted. I can't eat cereal that quickly, so forgive me because I didn't follow along with my own plans. But I guess when you're watching the most American set, you're watching the most American set ever built, and it's built Ford tough. This, by the way, I consider this set to be magically delicious. And this set is not for kids, okay? Silly Pokemon nerds, this set is not for kids. And if we wanted to use a reference to Cocoa Puffs, we'd say that, what is the reference to Cocoa Puffs? Oh yeah, that I'm cuckoo for, I don't know if I can hit this. So I think my screen's going to go off, and that's not going to be good right now. Can I hit it? I don't know what I can do. I just got to sit here and take it. Oh, I'll move my mouse. Where's my mouse? Hurry, quick. Move the mouse. I'm too late. Okay, are we still going? We're still going. Okay, Morty's Hypno. Boy, talk about not being able to multitask. I've defined that for you guys right now. Enjoy the cards. That's all I can say. Where are the sets today? Where are these sets? Uncle Dave has a set. My good friend and just a wonderful guy named Rusty, you all know him at TCA Gaming, he has a set. And there are at least 3 more sets that we know of. Likely maybe 2 are in maybe collector's hands. One might still be in original winner's hands. So out of what is likely a number of 10 that was originally out there, there is likely, there are 5 we know of. And I know of 2 and above and beyond that have been distributed. I have to move these cards out of the way. I'm sorry, it won't focus. That's better. Jasmine's Raichu. Jasmine's really happy about this Raichu. Congratulations, you deserve it, Jasmine. You've done one heck of a job. So 2 of these sets were broken up over the course of the last decade or so, and singles were sold. So that means that I would tell you that there are probably roughly 3 more of these sets that either are gone for good or might be unaccounted for in some fashion. And that's it. If you look at the English version set, we're talking roughly about 10, between 9 at the least, 12 at the most, and likely more like about 10. So it really is amazingly, amazingly rare. When I think of the most rare American set ever, I tend to think those Trainer A and B decks. Chuck's Donphin here. Bring it up. We're almost done with the end of the cards. Let me grab those and show you right in the middle, smack in the middle of this. This would be what these cards look like. These Trainer deck cards from Trainer deck A and B. You look at them and you think, gosh, they look pretty familiar. That Machamp looks pretty familiar, right? It's numbered, I don't know what it's numbered, either 8 of 102 or something like that. So they look like the base set, right? The base set cards. But then you turn them over and they've got the Trainer deck A symbols on the back. So this is an example of A. And here's the example of B, just to give you an idea. So I'll get my page here. Just a few cards. I don't think I pulled a very nice card for you to see, but at least you can see kind of the look of the cards again. And then with the B symbol on the back. And most people think of these as, especially the A deck, maybe one of the most rare decks out there. It certainly has gone for tens of thousands of dollars these days. And this deck that I'm showing you now is just not available in any kind of form. So let me finish up. Bugsy's Yanma. I don't know if I can get a little closer. Try to show you a little bit more close. And Bruno's Hitmonchan. I want to thank, so Uncle Dave, where were you during that whole hiatus and you took all that time off? Were you doing nothing? You were just letting us down? Well, not really. I mean, let's see. I got the last of the trophy cards I needed to complete the whole set. And I acquired this set as well. And I want to thank the #1 ranked contender at that point in the world. His name was Mike P. I won't say his last name, but you guys can figure out who it is. And his dad, Steve P. That's what they're known at in the social media world for entering into a transaction with me and agreeing to sell me this set. So I'm very lucky. This is the card everyone talks about. This is the Tropical Breeze card. I guess that's so desired in this set, etc. So this is that set. And I want to thank them for working out with me and working out the willingness to sell me the set. That means a lot to me as well. I couldn't be here without them and their kindness. All right, now I'm going to, you have to wait. Dave, we don't want to eat cereal. I don't have a choice. I need my marriage to last. And I did this with the boxes and I'm paying a price right now and I'm not too happy about it, but it is what it is. So let me just get this, let me get these quickly down and then I'm going to give you the big news about this set. Good. I make chocolate milk too. Chocolate milk. Okay, now, the end of the story. This is not the end of the story, but I'm going to show you the end of the story. If I can find the one card I need to show you right now. Don't go anywhere. It's important. What did I do? Leave the card out? You can't just leave a card out. You tell me you're going to show them the best set in the world, and you just leave the card out? Did you lose the card? You lost the most valuable card in the set? I don't know. I'm looking for it. Give me a second here. I got so involved in the cereal, I lost everything. All right, don't panic, everyone. Just hold tight, because I know it's going to be sitting right here in front of me. What do I do? I don't think, oh, here it is. It was in the set. I went right by it. I was doing, okay. Uncle Dave's bad. Forgive me, because that's what we do with Uncle Dave, okay? Here's the card. Take a look at this card. Claire's Mantine. Okay. Here's the story. You're not going to believe this one. They're doing the tournament play in the year 2001. They run the first round with this card in the deck. Okay? This exact card with the purple resistance on the bottom. You see it? And they figure out after the matches are played that it was wrong. The card was wrong. So they had to replay the entire round. Every American player had lost in the first round because of this card. And not because of this card, but every American player had lost in the first round. You should say something accurate every once in a while. Okay, I'm trying. But you're just stumbling all over yourself. I'm too excited, okay? I've got pressure because of the cereal. I'm excited because of the set. I don't know what to do. Just why don't you finish the story? The video is already at 19 minutes. There's no one watching now anyways. Okay, fine. It's like the boxes are talking to me. They realized there was an error card. They made the players replay all the first round, and all the American players actually won their second round match, which was a redo of the first round, or in essence, the first round match. The year after this card was printed, they came out with a corrected version, okay? And that was the only change made to the deck between 2000 year 1 and 2000 year 2. I said it improperly. And here is that corrected card with the resistance. So if you think about it, this is the rarest card in the set. There's only 4 or 5 of each of these because there's only 5 of these in 5 English decks in one year and 5 in the other. And it was changed from one year to the other. And somebody would say to me, Uncle Dave, could you show them together a little bit so we could kind of see what it looks like, the differences in the bottoms? And you can see the bottom is the purple on this side versus the... Stop moving them around. Okay, I understand. I'm not the best with this. There you go. And that's what you see. So I guess it's purple and versus the red is what's different. And it was corrected. And I'm very fortunate to have this card as well To have the entire set, you would need both of these cards because that is what made it unique. Last but not least, the only other change in the two decks, just for those of you who are trivia buffs and want to know this very specifically, in 2001, the set contained 3 energy cards, 3 green energy cards, I should say. Everything else was 2. And the 2000 set contained 3 purple energy cards instead of green. So that everything else was 2. All right, everything else the same with the error card, and that's it. I'm going to close now because I don't know why. I just wanted to do a video. I missed everybody. Here's the cards that come in these cereal boxes. If you want, I can put them down here. You could see them. Here they are. Uncle Dave, why would you show us some cheap little cereal box cards and you'd show us these kind of cards too that are so expensive and in demand and from the rarest set ever? I don't know. Why do I do anything? Why do I do anything? I don't know why I do anything. I'm just trying to peacefully coexist with the live box breakers and all that kind of stuff and just do my own thing, you know? So that's it. Let me move this all away. Let me tell you guys, I'm trying to get out here more often. Life gets in the way. It's just kind of an impossibility. Do something for me. Send me an Insta-like, an Insta-chat. Send me a comment, a message, and say, Uncle Dave, I got this cereal set for you. I'd love to sell it to you. I'd love to be the one that Uncle Dave buys it from. Tell me which is your favorite cereal. Tell me what you're doing with your boxes. You know what I did with my boxes? I put them on the Next Door app, and I said, anybody in the neighborhood that wants them for like $1 a box without the cards, maybe help you feed your kids or something, come on over, buy them up. I don't care. What do you want to do? You know what? Donate some to the homeless. Donate some to the food shelters, the pantries, whatever it is you like to do, okay? Make yourself feel good. That's what you do. You know, we do all of that stuff. We try to. I got plenty to do everything with, actually, right? So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the set. And if you've ever heard of the Tropical Mega Battle set, the Tropical... Here we are to Mega Battle. Okay, I'm going to eat. It's good to see you guys. Take care. Be well. And I hope you'll watch again. The next time I'm going to get maybe to 18 minutes on my 10-minute target, okay? Be well. Stay well.